Hi everyone, welcome back to Parvati 5 Color Cafe. Today I am doing a road trip with my family to Port Jefferson Harbor, and we will be taking the ferry to Bridgeport, Connecticut. Before we get started our road trip, I will make a stop at the gas station. I am here at the gas station filling my gas, guys. I bought a few snacks and drinks. I have got everything I needed and I'm ready for the road. See you guys at the harbor. Closing up my car. I got my few snacks in my bags. I have some veggie chips, some cheese puff for the kids, and I have my favorite Doritos, also with my favorite Doritos salsa sauce. I will see you guys at the harbor. We're here at the Port Jefferson Harbor. Before we take the ferry, I will do a few sightseeing and give you guys a little bit of history about the port, and we'll show you around. The Port Jefferson Harbor was built in the 17th century, and it remained a rural community until it started to develop more, and until the shipyard became active in the mid 19th century. The Port Jefferson Harbor was originally called Drong Meadow because usually 2 times a day they usually have flood in the village, so that's why they name it Meadow, Drong Meadow. Hi guys, I'm at the dock right now. As you can see over here, there's all the boat park over here. There's a yacht, there's a lot of private boats, and there's also a lot of jet ski. I guess when the weather is beautiful, the jet skier, they go for a ride. And as you can see in the back, there is a ferry. That will be the ferry we will be taking to Bridgeport, Connecticut. It's actually coming back from Bridgeport, Connecticut, and it's going to dock right now. The weather is it's a beautiful Sunday morning, and it's so warm. The sun is not out. It's a little bit chilly, but it's a beautiful day. There's a lot of family out here already waiting to go on the ferry. As you can see, the ferry is docking right now. On the top deck, there's a few people sitting on the top, relaxing, enjoying their trip back. And here is Mr. Ducky. Hi, Mr. Ducky. Where are you going? Enjoying your swim? As you can see, the water is high and it's beautiful, it's calm. Mr. Ducky is taking a swim. There's a lot of boats right now because as the weather gets colder, all the boats are just parked up. The owner will park them up and leave them for the winter. And when it's winter, they would wrap them up and from keeping it from damage, especially the engine. They will cover the engine and keep it really secure so it does not get damaged in the winter. There is so much to do in Port Jefferson. There's a lot of parks you could visit. There, especially park for kids. There's a lot of parks and there's a lot of activities for kids. There's also a movie theater. If you're an art lover, there's an art gallery you could visit. There is a museum where you could go and get all the history of the Port Jefferson and the history of the village. And you could go shopping. There's a lot of shopping and a lot of diner. You could go restaurant and bar, lounge, and there's a strip, and right through on the strip there is a lot of stores and restaurants. In the morning people come out, they would go and have their breakfast on the restaurant. They would sit outside and dine outdoor, and enjoy the lunch or dinner. And as you can see back here, there is a boat, Sea Wolf Park. And you usually go out for fishing. You could also fish out here, but you have to get your fishing license if you wanted to fish out here. And you can see there's a lot of boats out there parked, and it looks so beautiful. There's so much, and there's some beautiful trees in the background, and it's also a mountain. There's a house all the way to the top, and over here we have our farmers market. Since it's Sunday, as you know, everywhere have farmers markets, and right now in Port Jefferson the farmers market is on, and there's a lot of people out here right now buying some vegetables and fruits, fresh vegetables and fruits. Over here is the farmers market section. As you can see, there's a lot of stands, and all the stands sell different items. There's a fruit and vegetable stand. There's a stand that sell homemade cake and also homemade candles. They have candles, they have drinks, coffee, tea, and there's also plants. There's a lot of flower plants and herbs, fresh herbs. Over here are some fresh baked pastries and fresh vegetables. And over here is a turmeric store where they sell all the homemade turmeric. And over here is our beautiful flower section. We have some beautiful flowers. Sunflowers, marigold, all different, so beautiful. And since it's Halloween coming up, we also have some Halloween pumpkins for decoration. Over here is our homemade cookie jar and our homemade biscuit, rainbow cookies, pancakes. Hi, morning. See, they're so delicious. These are all homemade.
Dying or what? What are you dying for? Yeah.
Over here is all our homemade spices.
Yeah, a lot of butter, a lot of...
This is
Sit all day.
close to it.
Yeah.
Anise,
Yeah.
butter,
Yeah.
and dates.
And over here is all our candles for the home. If you want to get your sweet scents candle.
6.
And over here we have some bee-friendly plants.
I told them about new.
And all our fresh vegetables and fruits. We have our eggplants, our peppers. We have our onions, our tomatoes, lettuce. All fresh organic. Okay.
Nutritional use of low in vitamin C, and my kids love it.
I know the one you're talking about. They have a
It tastes like
It's in there. I actually
We also have some beets and our fresh juicy tomatoes. We have our cherry tomatoes and we have our regular big tomatoes.
I'm a tourist now. This is Port Jefferson Harbor.
This is all happening at the Port Harbor, guys. So whenever you're free, you can always come over here and get your fresh fruits and vegetables. Everybody's enjoying themselves, especially Emma. Emma, say hi.
Hi.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
You excited to go on the boat? Really? Wow.
I hold myself up.
Yeah, let's go see if there's a boat over there. Let's go see the boat. Yeah. We're actually walking down the dock because little Emma, she wants to go see the boats. Yeah, look at the water. How many boats is over there?
Yeah.
5? There's more than 5. Yeah, there's lots and lots of boats. Ethan, say hi. Are you excited too? Are you excited? Yes. Are you excited? Hello. Yes, I am. I'm excited. I cannot wait to go on the big boat, right? It is such an amazing view over here. If I look at the background, there's so many boats over here. A few of them already left because I guess the owner is going for a stroll since it's a beautiful day. The sun is shining and the water is just perfect. And the weather, perfect weather for sailing and for going fishing. Over here is our sea wolf. It's park and dock right here.
But they told me originally that they were going to merge cell towers so that their service would actually get better.
There's a lot of families out here today enjoying the beautiful weather. And over here is a small boat. This park. There's a lot of different sections where the boats are docked. There's more than one dock and different section and area where all the boat is parked. Guys, I'm in the Port Jefferson Village Center in this building here. This is where all the history of the Port Jefferson village, how everything was back then compared to now present. This is all the history over here, how everything was before, all the equipment they were using, how they developed the village over the past years. These are all some antique cars, histories of the cars. The racer, these are some racing cars. And they have pictures of the village. And there's some antique monuments on the first floor, and they tell you how the boats were back then and how people were living, how everything started to develop after the development of the shipyard center started to exist. As you can see, these are also beautiful paintings of the village. These are all antique vehicles. And they all have a little brief description of them. This is a motor car from 1912, and they also have the prices for the car, how much it's worth. There's all different types of car. It's so amazing. Back then there's so many beautiful cars. I wish if these cars could exist now, and maybe there's some that do and it costs a fortune. On this section, this is where I continue to with all, this is I guess back then they do racing, and these are painting of the racing cars. This is actually the Bridgehampton racetrack in 1968. This racetrack over here. And over here is the car actually run off the road. It's a Bridgehampton road race. There's a lot of racing going on back then. Here's some beautiful painting, black and white. Okay guys, we finished our sightseeing and we will be going on to the ferry. The good thing about this trip is we get to take our car on the ferry, and we will be driving back home from Connecticut to New York because we bought a one-way ticket. But if you want, you could also buy a two-way ticket, which will take you to Bridgeport, Connecticut, and bring you back to Port Jefferson. of the ferry and all the restaurants and activities and everything that's going on the ferry. Some is browsing on their phone, and some is just relaxing, enjoying the beautiful weather.